Dan, would you stand up, please? Cheryl, you're going to stand up too, please. So anyhow, so you joined the Marines, you're in boot camp, and Cheryl is writing you love letters.
Yes.
Which you still have.
Yes.
And you told me that on the outside of the envelope you would write kind of a code.
Yeah, sealed with the kiss. I can't remember them all. Love you.
I love you.
Yeah.
And that got you in trouble?
Yeah, he didn't understand what those insignias meant, the ILY and SWAK. He didn't understand that, so if he didn't understand it, he wanted it stopped.
So you wrote Cheryl and said, stop it.
Yeah, she didn't, and he made me do 25 push-ups for every letter.
Wait. I did not get the letter in time to say stop it. I wrote him every day, so he got 5 more, I guess.
It was 1 month ago when we were at this breakfast, you casually mentioned to me that when you were in Washington, D.C., and you went to the statue, which is right above the Vietnam War Memorial, that you noticed when you were there that there was something very wrong with this statue. Explain what you saw.
I've seen this statue before, but this time, the last time I was down there, I paid real close attention to the guy carrying the M60 machine gun. The bullets around his chest and around his waist are pointed in the wrong direction. And I noticed, I told the park ranger about that, and he said, yes. He said, 1,000 of your brothers told me the same thing.
Why does it matter? Why does it matter what direction they're pointed in?
There's a thing about the rain and the monsoons and the mud and the rice paddies. It has a tendency to go around the shell and cause possible misfires because of moisture. Even though the bullet around the casing is crimped very tightly, there's still a possibility of dampening the powder and making the round totally ineffective. You carry in the right way and the water runs down the shell instead of into the shell.
Cheryl brought in photos when you came to our breakfast in Sewickley. This is your platoon crossing a river?
Yes, our platoon was crossing river at the about 14 miles north of Da Nang, not directly above it, but towards the center of South Vietnam. This is the Song Q D River. We were on an 8-day patrol to help relieve recon, and it took us 4 days to get there and 4 days to come back.
You got to cross that water, and when you cross it, there's nasty stuff in that water.
You got that right. Nasty stuff. Mainly leeches, and it's constantly stop and check yourself no matter what happens.
And this is a picture of you looking about 13 years old right after you came out of that river.
That's exactly it. You could tell the difference between the jersey and the trousers. The trousers are soaking wet. The jersey's a little bit more dry.
And you just have to take everything off and pull off the leeches.
Yeah.
How do you pull off the leeches?
Well, if the leech isn't full of blood, you can take them off with no problem. But if they are full of blood, they'll fall off by themselves. And when I checked myself, there were 3 leeches on my leg that I did not know they had broken off, but they had fallen off because they were full of blood, and they left their heads still inside my leg.
You just ruined everybody's appetite, Dan.
I hope you're finished eating.
Great stuff.